everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, we're in September, okay? And September, I think, transitioning to fall. Now, also where I live is September, and it's still triple digit heat. So I don't think fall, like some people, which I wish I lived somewhere where I could just immediately get into the fall spirit of things, because honey, this summer, I think I almost took out almost everybody in the world who had this hot, intense, just unbearably hot summer, okay? I think if you have experienced that, I think everyone is ready for the temperatures to ease off and enjoy some cooler weather. And I'm there. I'm all there. And I see it happening a little bit because now, you know, I used to be going to work in the morning and it was already 90 degrees. So now it's like 70s, 80s. So I feel like it's coming, honey. It's coming. Fall is trying to come, but the triple digit heat said we still got a little ways to go. So where I live, I've always lived in the South. I don't think fall in September. I think transitioning to fall. And that's the whole month of September. I really don't get into fall fragrances, like heavier. That's usually October and really mid-October for me, depending on how hot it still is. So I don't even know how many fragrances I chose because I just kind of went with my gut on picking these, and this is pared down. I think I have, let's count them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I should have just gone for 20. But I have 16 fragrances here. I couldn't keep it at 10 because some I just didn't want to leave off, and some I'm excited to wear too once it gets a little bit, once I'm not in triple digits for some of them. Some of them I've already worn. Okay, y'all, so I'm just going to start. I'm just going to start and show you the fragrances that I think are good to transition, especially if you live somewhere where it is not cool yet. These will give you, okay, for me, the fragrances I've been loving since it's been so hot, I have been loving fresher fragrances and fruitier fragrances. Now, I'll get where I want something sweet because that's just been me this entire year of 2023. But for the most part, it's been fresh, clean, and fruity fragrances that I've been wearing. So I have been craving sweeter fragrances. So these are the ones, if you're like me and you don't tend to wear sweet, gourmand-like fragrances all the time, even though I did more so this year, these are the ones I think would be good transitioning into fall. And quite a few of these, in fact, most of these I would wear during the fall too, especially where I live. Okay, so the first one I have here is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs. This is just a sweet, girly, fruity floral scent. But I think it's a good transitioning fragrance because it's like a syrupy, fruity scent. It's got that, and usually I put Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. I put that in all of my transitional fragrances, but I was like, no, this is the one I want this year. It's a little lighter because it's still so hot, but it gives me that just thicker, juicier, syrupier, sweeter fruitiness that I like without the somewhat can be heavy perfuminess of the Dior Absolutely Blooming. So I went with Daisy Love this year for my syrupy, fruity, sweet fragrance because if I still want to smell fruity, this is just more elevated than, let's say, an Escada fruity fragrance that's so summery. This to me, again, it could be year round if you wanted to, but I really think it's a good nice fragrance for this time of year. And again, that is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs. And along that same line of fruitier fragrances, I also wanted to include Paco Rabanne's Fame. And I have this in the travel spray. This is a mango scent, but this is not your traditional fruity, mango, tropical, summery scent, in my opinion. This is perfumey. This is just, like, again, I feel like you could wear this year round. But let's say you want to wear your fruity tropical fragrances, but you just want a little bit more elevated. This to me is what Fame is, because it's more of a perfumey kind of vanilla, somewhat. The mango will come out, but to me it's not like the prominent dominant note, but it's still what I would categorize as tropical, fruity, but perfumey. Yeah. So if you still want to hold on to that tropical vibe, but elevate it some, I think Fame is a good perfume for that. Okay, do I have any more fruity? Let's talk about this. This is newer to my collection. This is Yara. If you haven't seen my video where I first smelled this, I will link it above. Check it out. This to me reminds me of Cheirosa 62. Just fruitier. It reminds me of Sunset Glow, which also I think is a good transitional fragrance. If you still, like I said, you still want to smell not quite thick, heavy gourmand. It's like that in between. Sweet, creamy, nutty, fruity. And this, to me, oops. Y'all, I do not like this bottle. Is the top on right? This to me fits that bill. It's just a good transitional fragrance. It's sweet, it's easy, this is an easy reach fragrance. So yeah, Yara by, is it by Lattafa? Yes, Yara by Lattafa, and it's affordable. It is, I got it for $30 on Amazon. The price fluctuates because this is still the hottest perfume going, I believe, on Amazon right now. So it just fluctuates, but hopefully you can get it when it's on the more cheaper side, because it's still affordable no matter what. And again, that's Yara by Lattafa. Okay, another one that I have been waiting until it gets a little bit cooler for me, so that's why I'm going to say it's a transitional fragrance. This is Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. This is your, it's like a fruity, more fruitier vanilla version of the original Flower Bomb. Y'all, I forgot the name of the perfume. And I just feel like it would make a nice transitional fragrance. And I know I'm going to wear it because I bought this. I still haven't worn it because I just feel like it's too hot for me. I know some people wear this during the summer. I just didn't want to smell this during the summer because Victor and Rolf, to me, unless I was going out at night, they're very perfumey perfumes. So I don't tend to like perfumey fragrances in triple digit heat. That's just me. So I feel like it's a good transitioning fragrance, and I am so excited to wear it. And again, that is Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. Okay, another fragrance that I have worn recently. In fact, these next two I've worn recently, so I'm going, well, I've worn quite a few of these recently. But this one in particular, this is Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. This is the first one. This is just sweet, airy, fluffy, marshmallowy chocolateness. I love it. And if you are craving those gourmand fragrances, this is one I know works in the heat. I mean, I wore it one day and I didn't know when I got to work the air wasn't going to be working, but it wasn't. and I still enjoyed it. I didn't feel like it was too much. I just thoroughly enjoyed this fragrance. I feel like if you are craving those sweeter fragrances, if you're ready, but the weather isn't cooperating with you yet, this is a good one. Sabrina Carpenter, Sweet Tooth. Another fragrance that I love is Victoria's Secret Tea's Cocoa Soiree. This is chocolatey berry heaven. I just love it. Love it. I've done a whole video reviewing this fragrance. If you haven't seen it, I will link it above. Check it out. As soon as September 7th hits, that's when I have one of those 20 off of 50 cards from Becky. I'll be getting a 1.7 ounce bottle of this because, yeah, I love it. I love it. This was love at first sniff. Perfect for transitioning, I believe. In my opinion, I wore this when it was hot. No problem. Thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good light, and I don't want to say gourmand because some people don't pick up the mocha, the chocolate, nothing that I'm getting. But I will say it's a good sweet transitioning fragrance that I absolutely adore. And again, that's Victoria's Secret Tea's Cocoa Soiree. Okay, another fragrance that I recently talked about is Burberry Goddess. I think this is the hot new fragrance right now on the block. This is your, again, perfumey, elegant vanilla scent. I wore this because I was testing it out and I didn't have any issues with it. I think I wore this on the first day of school. Was it? Yeah. Yes, I wore this on the first day of school. And it's just it's like I said, it's a classy, pretty, perfumey, kind of a little spicy vanilla scent that I believe is a good transitional fragrance. The bottle is beautiful. I got the gift set with this travel spray and a little dabber. And I feel like once I use this up, I feel like I'm going to get a full bottle. But I'm not letting myself get a full bottle now because, as y'all know, it's been new fragrances coming out left and right, left and right. I can't keep up. My wallet is saying, please stop, give me a break. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait until I use up both the travel spray and the dabber. And then if I miss it, I will get it because I love the bottle. I love the scent. And if you want to see a full review of this Burberry Goddess perfume, I will link it above. Check it out. Okay, another perfume. Let's go back to some really affordable ones. This is Mix Bar Whipped Almond. This is just easy, sweet, nutty, cozy, easy reach perfume. If you love any of the almondy, I think it's Almond Blossom. If you love from Bath & Body Works, if you love the almond fragrance mist set, I can't remember it. I purchased it during semi-annual sale from Victoria's Secret. You will love this. You will love this because it's the equivalent of those fragrance mists just in an eau de parfum. This is $20 at Target. Perfect transitioning fragrance. Love it. Whipped Almond. Another fragrance that after I wore it some, it surprised me how much I enjoyed it. And then I put it down because I felt like it would be perfect for this time of year. And then as I was picking fragrances for this video, I said, let me smell this and see if I was right. Love it. This is Elizabeth Arden's White Tea Ginger Lily. Y'all, I don't feel like I'm a ginger lover in fragrances, but it's been a few fragrances that I've smelled lately with that ginger note that's making me think, do I need to try Hermes Twilly? Because I never did. because one reason it's so expensive, even on the discounted websites. And I was always like, oh, I don't know. And then I can't remember ever seeing it to smell at Sephora when I go to Sephora. And so I never bought it. But I'm liking ginger more. And this is a soft, spicy floral. But it's not heavy. It's fresh. But it has a smoothness to it that is so good. And I just know I'm probably going to fly through this. Y'all, it's getting to the point when I do multiple videos where I'm smelling a ton of things, my nose gets to itching. So if my nose is red, that is why. But this, I feel, is going to be perfect for transitioning, perfect for fall. Like I said, I don't have a cold fall where I live. I know some people have cold falls. I don't. Like I said, we have fronts. So I just feel like I'm going to go through this. It grew on me, y'all. It grew on me. It's like a sweet ginger, like a sweet, spicy floral, ginger floral tea. That's what it is, with some creaminess. I just love it now. And that, again, is Elizabeth Arden's White Tea Ginger Lily. Okay. Another fragrance I wanted to mention. Oh my goodness. This bottle is so hard for me to hold. This is Eyelash by Billie Eilish. Y'all, it's just good. This is a spicy berry vanilla that you also, I feel like you get some chocolatey notes, you get some woodiness, you get the smoothness. It's just a good vanilla, in my opinion. Now, I am one of the few people who I can't stand this bottle at all. But I just love the scent. And for me, it's some bottles I just like enough that I don't smell the perfume. I don't even want to go there because I don't want the bottle in my collection. But I had the travel spray in this and I just fell in love with it, so I got it. Now, there are some dupes to this. There is, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the Finery line at Target. And it smells, it's good. It smells similar to this. It's cheaper, it's more affordable. I like the Finery bottles better. That's a good alternative to Eyelash. Even though I love Eyelash. If you want to get Eyelash, get Eyelash. I'm just telling you some cheaper alternatives because I know of them. It's a perfume, an Arabian, a Middle Eastern perfume that I was tempted to get, but the price skyrocketed to, $70-some. I said, I'm not getting that because I have this. And that's why I didn't get Finery, even though I was tempted. But this is good. This is good, but there are different alternatives. Let's say if you're like me, you don't love the bottle. Ooh, I almost dropped it. You don't love the bottle. You can get the Finery version. I hate that I can't remember the name of it, y'all, but I cannot. And you can get the, it's a gold bottle. No, it's a black bottle with a gold ornate design on it. Stunning. That you can get from Amazon. It's a Middle Eastern fragrance. I don't know the name of that one either. But those are two alternatives if you just don't want the Billie Eilish that I've heard smell exactly like it. And I know for a fact that the Target one smells like it. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes with me, I think sometimes the packaging can affect the way I feel. I feel like the Finery version smells just a little bit better. But is that me because I don't like the bottle? And that's affecting how I think it's. I know it smells just as good. Let's say that. But Billie Eilish, good. Another good, warm, cozy. It's not gourmand, but it just smells delicious to me. It's fresh cream, warm cashmere. Y'all, this is good. This is good. It has a creamy nuttiness. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting chocolate. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting caramel. But I always, sometimes even vanilla. I can't remember the notes in this, but mine has gotten darker because I think this is my third year having this in my collection, and I know it's not a big dent in it, but I love it. Y'all know I be trying to use up stuff, and I don't get to just play as much as I would like to in my collection. But this is good. This is good. I put some people onto this, and they have loved it. And this is going to be on sale at Ulta during the 21 Days of Beauty. So, get it. It's not often I say get it, but if you want a sweet, creamy, nutty, but cozy, not overwhelming type of fragrance, this is it. It's good to transition. It's good for the fall. It's good for the winter. It's good. It is good. It took me so long because fresh cream, I can't get with it. I wish I could. I wish I was not of the people who just smell milk. That's all I smell, and not a pleasant milk. That's all I get from fresh cream. I wish I was of the people who smell like sweet, creamy, light, frothy deliciousness. I wish I got that. In fact, I might go re-smell that fragrance and see if I can get that now. Because this one, I never looked at this one because that one scared me away. But I'm so glad I took a chance on it. Love it, highly recommend it. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Okay, another fragrance. I think this is this the only niche fragrance I have in here? Yeah, because I took another one out. So this is one I put in here because I know for a lot of people, Love Don't Be Shy is too sweet and they only wear it when it's cooler. But some people just love it and you just want to wear it. And I do. I love, that's one of the fragrances when I smell it, I want to keep smelling it. So I decided to put Memo Centra as a good transitional fragrance because this is Love Don't Be Shy with a green note. And at first I was like, what in the world were people telling me? Paula, I almost said Abdul. Paulina Shar, because she just loves this. And at first I was like, girl, Paulina, what were you telling me? I've been trying to get this for years, and then I got it, and I was like, what? But you put it on, you got to get used to that green note, and then it settles, and it's a more toned down, less sweet, but just as beautiful if you love Don't Be Shy. It's just a little different. And so I had to add it because if you get to craving, which sometimes I do, I get to craving a certain fragrance DNA. This is one, if I'm craving Love Don't Be Shy, and that Love Don't Be Shy Extreme or the one with the rose. At first I was really enjoying that one, but now I don't know. I'm not a fan right now of that one. Because that would be the one I would say, oh, wear that one instead. But it's something in there. I think I messed myself up because I wore it to an art exhibit in the summer and it was hot and I sprayed too much. And sometimes when you do that, you mess yourself up with fragrances. I did that with YSL Mon Paris. And I just have to give myself time and then I'll be ready for it again. But for now, Centra is the way to go to transition. Really, this is year-round. Year-round. But if you love Don't Be Shy and you're like, oh, I want to wear it, but it's just, I'm ready. But you just can't wear it yet because of the weather. The heat is too much for you. Centra, Memo Centra is the way to go. You know, I think this is niche also. I forgot about this one being niche because on the more affordable side, but y'all knew it was coming. I'd be putting this perfume in everything. And that is, why can't I get this off? Something's on the bottle. I'm trying to get it off. That is Killian's I Don't Need a Prince by my side to be a princess. I have the original packaging. Y'all, this one is almost gone. I mean, it's light. I feel like I'm probably down to here. This is a green tea spicy marshmallow. Again, if you're craving your marshmallow fragrances, I don't know, has Starbucks come out with their marshmallow pumpkin latte that everybody be waiting for? You know, that's when people like, it's really fall. I don't know if they come out with that yet because I like Starbucks. So I'm not about that Starbucks life like that. So I don't know. And the red cups, is that for fall or is it just a holiday season? But I know that marshmallow pumpkin latte, once it hits, people like, it's fall. This is if you're craving your marshmallowy, thicker fragrances, but you just can't do it yet. It's just too much for the heat. This is it. Every time I smell this, it's just so pretty to me. It's good. It's good. I love it. This is the only perfume. Let me make sure I'm not lying. I'm making sure. Yeah, this is still the only perfume thus far that I ever bought a backup of because I heard it was being discontinued. But they just brought it back in a new bottle and upped the price. But it's good, y'all. It is good. I love it. Transitioning, beautiful. Princess, if you love marshmallow fragrances, which they are hard to come by, this is beautiful. I love it. Killian Princess. Okay, I only have a couple more to go. So this is one I have let sit in my collection. I want to say I've had this. This will be the third year maybe. And this is YSL's Manifesto. Now, y'all, this fragrance took me on a ride. Let me tell you, the bottle is stunning. Stunning. At one point, people were mentioning this all over YouTube, right? And it was for fall. And then people said it reminded them of Britney Spears' Fantasy. And Britney Spears' Fantasy, I wore to the ground. Now, I've always been one to switch up my fragrances. But at one point, people would know me by Fantasy because I fell in love with that scent. I think I went through one knockoff because, look, funny story, y'all. But I know I've told this before, but I have, new subscribers. I smelled that perfume on a friend of mine. And I was a teenager. And I was like, oh, that smells so good. And I wanted that perfume so bad. And my dad is cheap. That's the only, okay, he budgeted the money correctly. I'm going to say that. So we were at Walmart one day. And they had the little knockoff versions of it. And I smelled it. I was like, oh, please, Daddy, please, will you get this one for me? Because he wouldn't buy the big one of the original Fantasy. And he bought me that one. And I was in heaven. So I used that up. And then I can't remember if I saved my money or if my mom bought me Fantasy. But I went through, like I said, 3 to 5 bottles, whether knockoffs or the original of the big bottles of Fantasy. And I loved it. But I wore it so much that I was like, I don't want it again. I do not want it again. But when I heard people compare this Yves Saint Laurent Manifesto to Britney Spears' Fantasy, but just more, I think people described it as the more adult version, which I don't like that. I would say, I'm trying to think of another way to say, but that's how people were saying it. Like it was more, maybe the more refined version. Let's go with that. More refined version of Britney Spears' Fantasy. So I got this, and I said, okay, I can get that. But what threw me, people kept saying, this is fall. And I never got fall vibes from it. And I put it down because I wasn't loving it. It's a green note in here. This is like a green vanilla with hints of Britney Spears' Fantasy coming through. And nobody was mentioning the green note. Or maybe that's what I'm getting when I was watching reviews on this, 3, 4 years ago. I can't remember how long it's been. It's been a minute since I've had this. But I let it sit and it's gotten darker, okay? So I can still pick up that green note, but more of the vanilla is coming out. So I put this as a transitional fragrance because I'm going to try it as that, because I can still smell the green note in here, but it's less prominent. It doesn't, at first it was just like the dominant note to me when I first got it. Now, I did repurchase Britney Spears Fantasy in the small 1 ounce bottle just to layer with this to see how I feel about it. So I'm gonna have to let y'all know when I do that. But I feel like Manifesto is a good transitional fragrance for me. I never loved it in the fall. Maybe that'll change now that it's a little bit darker, now that I have Britney Spears Fantasy to layer with it to see how I like it. But for transitioning, where it's still, you know, it might be cooler in the morning, triple digits, you know, as you go on throughout your day, I feel like this is a good one. I feel like this is a good transitional fragrance. So I can't wait to try that combo. And again, that is Yves Saint Laurent Manifesto. Okay, y'all, the next fragrance I mentioned quite a bit on this channel, especially earlier in my channel. I think you can still get this fragrance. I know you can still get it on the discounted websites. This is Viktor & Rolf's Bon Bon Pastel. I will never forget when this came out, y'all. Viktor & Rolf is expensive. And when the original Bon Bon came out, I was like, oh my goodness, I want it so bad because it looks like a pretty bow. But I couldn't afford it, y'all, when it first came out. I was like, I don't have that. You know, whoo. But now I have 3 in my collection, so I'm happy. This one is still my favorite. This is an aquatic caramel scent, and it's unique to me. It is so unique. I can get some of that. It's a little powderiness too, but it is an aquatic caramel scent. And that's why I feel like it's a good transitional fragrance, because if you're craving, like I said, your gourmand fragrances, but you're not one of the people who can wear heavy gourmands year round, you want some caramel in your life, this is good. This is fresher. It's aquatic. It's got a little powderiness. It's beautiful. I love this. Like I said, this is my favorite of the bonbons. I have the original bonbon. I can't remember. It's one that's like raspberry, like a summery bonbon. And then I have Bonbon Pastel. That is my favorite. And I think it is a wonderful transitional fragrance. I have quite a bit of a dent in this one. It's good, y'all. Bonbon Pastel. Okay, the last fragrance we're going to talk about today is one, I haven't smelled this since I put it away. I bought it and I said, I don't get it. I don't get what other people are getting from it. So I said, I'm going to put it away. I'm going to let it sit, and then I'm going to bring it out. But even if it doesn't still smell to my nose what other people pick up from it, I always felt like it would be a good transitional fragrance. And that is Rosie Jane's Dolce. But got a pretty good dent in this too. I want to spray this one, y'all. Because like I said, some people feel like this is the just gourmand, delicious vanilla caramel, just gourmand, and I never got that from this perfume. So let me see, spraying it out, if that has changed. I like it more. I never disliked it. Now, what I got from Dolce was more of a clean, powdery, your skin but better vanilla scent. I still feel like I'm getting that, but it is more potent now that I've had it sitting for probably 3 to 6 months. I can't remember exactly when I purchased this, but it's been sitting for somewhere in that time frame. I like it. I'm thinking, do I want a full bottle? But it's still not what I consider like some people say they get vanilla ice cream. That's why I purchased it. I don't get vanilla ice cream. Like I said, I get a clean vanilla. I get like a clean, powdery vanilla scent. And it's just soft. It's nice. If you're craving vanilla, but you don't want a thick, like vanilla cake, vanilla buttercream, you're not there yet. This is a good vanilla to transition because it's light, it's airy, it's pretty, it's delicate, but I still feel like people will smell you. Now, it's not going to be like, whoo, I've arrived. It's going to be like people are near you, or they might get a whiff of you as you're moving around and they go, ooh, she smells nice. I do like this. I mean, I've always liked it, but it just wasn't what I was expecting based off of people's reviews. But like, it's gotten better with time. It's good. It's good. But I still feel the same. I still feel like it's a clean, powdery vanilla scent that is just year-round, basically nice. But I feel like it's really good to transition because, like I said, I don't want to smell like vanilla buttercream icing and it's 105 degrees. I don't. So for me, this is the perfect transitional vanilla scent. And I feel like I'm probably going to end up getting a full bottle of this maybe during the Sephora sale. I know some people got to participate in the friends and family sale. I don't know anybody personally who works at Sephora. So I missed out on that one because I think that's the sale you have to share the code. But I feel like when the VIB sale comes around, I feel like if I've used this up, let me preface it. If I've used this up, I probably would be like, ooh, let me get the full bottle. Because again, these aren't expensive. These are $75 full bottle. I think it's 1.7 ounce. I think that's the only size it comes in. So yeah, more affordable perfume to get. Love it. Great transitional vanilla fragrance. Okay, y'all, so those are all the perfumes I wanted to share with you that I plan to wear while transitioning into fall. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and tell me, give me 3 perfumes that you love for transitioning into fall. Because to me, September, that's all it is. For where I live, it's transitioning. I never get the fall weather until usually around mid, sometimes even late October. So we'll see how it goes this year. But if y'all got some fragrances that you're loving, and like I said, most of these I'll still wear in the fall season too, where I live. So tell me 3 of your transitional fragrances that you just absolutely love. Please share this video with everybody, y'all, because you know we are still trying to grow. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.